Okay, it's been about almost 2 weeks since the last time I blowed here and cleaned around. I also have mixed flowers and roses and peonies in this wicker basket. I have a hostess that I'm going to plant today over there, and I also have this beautiful flower to plant it in this pot. I just want to add a couple of plants, and then I have 2 more small plants there. My peonies are actually coming out, so is my roses, and I need to get rid of like any grasses that are growing in here, and then I need to seed the grass. At the end of the season last year, I took this plant and I wanted to plant it here in the front yard. It was originally in the backyard. It didn't do well on the ground, and then I ended up potting it into this pot, and it didn't do that well too. So today I went ahead on this day and I took out this plant here. This area was just not doing well at all. Everything was super dead. So I took this one out and decided to plant the other one. This way it will kind of accept the area while during the winter. And so that by spring and summer of this year, hopefully that will do well. This was also our hydrangea. It didn't do well at all. Any plant of the hydrangea that year, last year actually, it didn't do well at all. So I went ahead and took this thing off. I just could not stand it. Every year it looked so nice at the beginning, and then it just dies and it fries up, and it just makes the whole area look terrible. So I figured this plant that I'm going to put here, it's so pretty, and I love that it actually grows really big. So hopefully it'll cover this area over time. So far it's doing well. I will update you guys towards the ending of this video, because it's like about a week and a half later. So I also had another small little plant that I ended up planting right beside it right here, but I wanted to clean this area, and so I ended up cleaning the whole area anyways. This was the ending of last year. This is so far what everything looked like. And as you can see, the 2 plants I left just before the end of the fall, that's how we left on the back. And so this is right now this spring. This was early actually May. And so I went ahead and I had a couple of extra plants from the ones that I have collected, and some were gifted through Facebook Market and some I bought. I ended up planting the pepper here because I noticed my peppers, no squirrels come near it. I don't know. I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe they're scared. I don't know, maybe the scent, the spice. So I went ahead, also started digging out any of this grass that started growing here, because this was the first time I actually came around to it, digging out since the warmer weather started. Because the last time we came here, all we did was just kind of blow out all the bad leaves from the winter and rake it out quickly, but the ground was still very hard from the cold, so we didn't do much until it got warmer. And so this was the first time we came out, and I went ahead and I wanted to start planting some things. I do love the impatiens so much. Every year I get different color, so I ended up getting the red one this year, and I ended up planting it into this white pot here, because I love that when it gets bigger, it grows really nice. While I was doing this, Sean was also cutting up the branches here.
Like that catch?
Yep. Sean has to move the car because we gotta get rid of a big branch and we don't want it to fall in the car. But I need to extend this. I need to remove these rocks here and then bring them around like that. So I'm gonna dig here so I can do that, because I want to extend it. Because this side, it always, like, I don't know what it is, no matter how much we seed it, every year we have to keep doing it. I think it's all the water that comes from the eavesdrop. It just sits here, and it never has like a good amount of grass. The grass always just dies. So I thought if I extend this, then I can extend my garden. Let's just say this is the first time that I've ever digged something or like readjusted stone. This was my first time doing it, so I was just going with it. I knew what direction I was kind of going, but at the same time, these stones were really solid in there. So I was like, you know what? I'm taking my time. Luckily, the soil was very soft, so that made it very easy for me. At some point, even my little guy there came to help me. He was like, let me try it, mommy. Let me dig it out. And I was like, okay. That did not last long. And yeah, at this point, he wanted to borrow one of my garden gloves because, you know, kids are just so adorable. And I'm so glad, these are the things that I'll forever remember when he gets older. And these are the moments that I'm just going to go back and look back, and my heart just feels so full. He was using the branch to hit it on the tree to break it. And so he wanted to use both gloves, but I told him I needed to use it because I need the gloves too. So he went to the backyard to go get another pair. And then he came back to give me this pair because he thought those were dirtier, even though the ones I was wearing were dirtier, but I don't know. He had more faith in the one I was wearing. So yeah, off he goes, and I'm gonna go ahead and dig this. While I'm doing this, Sean is just cleaning up in the background. It was really beautiful day, and I'm so glad to show you also at the end the update of what it currently looks like. It's like about a week and a half later, and I took a video today quickly. Today's actually May 18 here. It was so pretty. It was raining, and it's crazy how just in a week, how everything just grew so fast. It's crazy. Nature is just so beautiful.
How long has it been since I kissed you? I don't wanna wait. How long has it been since you held me? I don't wanna wait. How long has it been since I felt like this about anything? I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait no more. How long do we have to put up with this lonely charade? As long as I know that I'm winning, I played this game. But I want you close, baby, right now. I know you feel the same. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait no more. Ooh, when you put your arms around me, we go flying into ecstasy. Ooh, I can feel our bodies trembling, feel my adrenaline increasing.
When I finish it here, that's not how it actually ends up being finished, because at some point when I finished it, we both looked back, Sean and I, and it did not look right at all. So I went ahead and extended even more, and I will show you. And I did that behind camera because at one point I just wanted to get over with it, but then the battery died. And I was like, no, I cannot be bothered to go inside and try to get another battery. So I just went ahead and I ended up extending it, which ended up working out how it looks. I love it. And the whole reason I did that is because of this little water plant right here, watermelon. This little plant right beside my hand that I keep removing. Poor guy. It is a water plant, a watermelon. I've never owned a watermelon before. I mean, I am from a tropical, I'm from Africa, but um I don't know. I don't know how we grow watermelon here. This is a winter country, but I'm willing to try it and learn it. So the whole reason I'm extending this is because I know watermelon need like a big area to kind of a big ground to land on, so that's why I extended. So this is not how it's going to end up. Like I said, this extension is going to be even bigger, so I will show you all. And the watermelon also, I have been feeding it, and I have been also behind camera, I've also given some nutrition. I bought some seeds, and I went to Home Depot. I got this container that had some liquid for watermelon to help with the roots. And I also ended up putting like a cone on top just to make sure that there's no squirrels or anything that goes near. But as of like a week and a half so far, it's pretty solid and it's starting to actually slowly grow. And I've noticed it's slowly getting new leaves as well. Sean here made me some food and I was like, well, I'm gonna go inside to eat and I'm gonna come back. So by the time I come back, I have taken some break, but we are going to continue because, and at this point, here it is. The extension actually has been done, as you can see. Where I extended even more is where the extra black soil is, which it looks a lot better now. And I like to add the rocks just because I find the squirrels here are crazy, first of all, in Canada. If I leave the soil alone, they dig everything in. Nothing survives. Oh, poor watermelon plant. I'm moving again. Okay, I think this time it was the ending of the poor guy getting moved again. This was the home that it got finally, alhamdulillah. Yeah, but I like to add the rocks because they don't touch rocks. They don't go near the rocks, so it keeps my plants safe. And also, mosquitoes don't like to be around rocks. They like to be around like solid soil. So it also helps kind of maintain to repel mosquitoes.
Silent treatment in your cup, baby, we don't need to talk. Sorry if I'm making this hard. Now I'm just wondering where we are. I don't wanna face the consequences, but baby, yeah, you know I hate second guessing. I'm just wondering where we are. Drifting into space, keep driving on the freeway. Baby, let me know what you are thinking. Baby, let me know what you are thinking.
At this point, I was done, but I was also raking to just kind of get rid of any leftover dirt and all those stuff that I digged out. I wanted to clean it, but I also wanted to kind of buff around the grass because right after here, Sean was going to seed, and we do this every spring because we have a very bad winter, like I said, which is really rough to the ground and the grass. So, but we use this fantastic grass seed that we found at Costco. Last year, we actually tried different seed and nothing worked for us until I ended up splurging one at Costco. It wasn't that bad, but for me, it was a splurge, I guess. It was $40, I believe, and that was like maybe $5 off at the time. But it's so, so good. Oh my goodness. If something I can say it's magic, it's definitely magic. I will put the picture here on the screen since I don't remember the name of it. But that's what Sean is going to do, is going to go ahead and seed. We usually like to do it at least 3 times in like the month, like maybe once a week, and then that's it. Our grass is back to normal and it's full, healthy, green and big.
Wonder if you're ever coming down, ever coming down. Baby, how did we ever come this way? I know you don't want to stay. Dreaming out in space, keep pushing down the highway. Keep yourself.
Here is the progress. I'm so happy I get to extend the stones. Originally, I extended a little bit this way where the pepper is here. And then Sean was like, why don't you just extend it even bigger, then you have a bigger spot. And then I covered the watermelon right there. Let me zoom it. It's covered. I just put a little dome just so that the squirrels don't interrupt until the roots get stuck on the soil. And I also added a pepper there. I have my hostess there, and I didn't put anything else. I just want to see how the watermelon is gonna do here. But everything is watered. Sean also seeded the grass. We go through this every single year. Our winter beats the grass really badly, and then we lose grass. But we have this amazing seeds from Costco, and you'll see it. I'll remind you guys what this looks like. and you will see it in a month time. The whole grass will grow. Obviously we need to seed even more, but this is just the beginning since winter is over. But I'm very, very happy with it. Let me show you from this view.
Just wish that I knew how something like that could happen. Maybe it's just in passing, 'cause nothing is everlasting, no. But like really though, how do you know that I can overcome all of the obstacles? She just looked me in the eyes, said it's gonna be alright, 'cause I know that's how it goes. The only thing we know is that we change. Nothing's ever gonna stay the same forever. Forever.
So since I last did this, it's been about a week and a half later. Things are starting to pick up. This is the one from last fall. It's finally coming through. I do need to chop this one dead leaf here. This one also has beautiful purple flowers. I don't think I put the tags of these names. Maybe you guys can let me know. But the hydrangea, when I was doing this here a week and a half ago, there was nothing. Look at that. The hosta is definitely making itself home in the new spot. My rose is coming through, and this is the one that has that yellow flower. I don't know what it's called. I didn't plant this. I actually moved this with here, and then these here I've actually clipped them from my old house when I moved here. This is the only thing that I carried, and it was only one branch, but somehow, you know what I say about this, they spread, they're viral. I don't know how I ended up having some beans in there. I think that's beans. And my watermelon, it's still covered, but it's doing all right in there. And then the peppers. The peppers finally accepting the ground. I can see some peppers coming through. This I planted last year. It never made it. It died. I hope it does come out. I need to dig out this grass coming out from the ground. I don't like no grasses. And the grass, you can see is slowly coming through because we seeded. But in like a month time, it's totally going to be filled. And then over here, I have the other roses coming. And then this rose is finally out. Look at how bushy. And then the peonies. The peonies are finally... I love the peonies when they're all out. But the one thing I can't stand is that the leaves get so big, and then this is the pink one. It has a name where it just so sloppy, it just falls. So I think I'm going to give another support from here so that it doesn't kind of, because it becomes heavy and then they start to fall. But this is the first year that they're actually growing straight. I'm surprised. And then over here I have mixed flowers that I planted almost a month, but nothing is budging. Oh, it is. Oh my god, I see it. Oh my god, it's here. Oh my god, it's here. Finally. And the rest is that. I have that basket that Ayub got me for Mother's Day. And then this one here, this is my favorite. Every year I get them just in different colors. Every year I like to explore different colors, but the same plant. It's my favorite because it really grows so big. By midsummer or not even a month, you'll see this is going to explode and cover the entire pot. And I look forward to letting all this grow. But yeah, I can't wait to see everything take off. But the one thing I'm looking more forward to is definitely the watermelon right there, because I've never had a watermelon in my life. I've never planted. I don't know how. So hey, it's an experience. So we'll see how that goes. It's a very, very rainy day, so we're gonna go inside and I will see you guys on my next one.